Welcome to Kick and Crochet. I'm going to show you how to do Tunisian reverse stitch. So this is a sample that started with a foundation row and some Tunisian simple stitch. Now for Tunisian reverse stitch, it's very similar to the simple stitch except it's worked from the back. So from the back, now the first stitch is always a little weird because this yarn gets in the way, but I'm going to go from the back through the back vertical bar, yarn over normally, and pull through a loop. So if you look at this stitch, you can see there's two bars here. There's one in the front and one in the back. So I'm going from the back in between. So I'm going through that back bar, yarn over, and pull through. Again, from the back through the back bar, yarn over, and pull through. From the back in the back bar, yarn over and pull through. So this is Tunisian reverse stitch. It's reverse because it's going through the other side of the stitch. Tunisian reverse stitch is really useful at the end of projects because it can help reverse the Tunisian curl. And the last stitch, I'm still just doing the same thing. I'm not going to do a reverse stitch because I want my edge to look uniform. I'm going to close normally. Okay, so you can see it's created this ridge on the front and it's not ridged on the back. One thing to note though is that it's not going to look exactly like Tunisian simple stitch on the back even if you do several rows of this. So it's not exactly the opposite of Tunisian stitch, simple stitch. Okay, so from the back, through the back bar, yarn over and pull through. And I'm still yarning over the same way I would if I was doing it from the front. So my yarn's going over the hook. So from the back through that bar, and then finish this last stitch normally. Chain one, move my stitch marker. Again, I always do this because it helps me make sure I go through the right place when I come back, because otherwise sometimes I mess that up. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll do one more row. So from the back, the vertical bar, from the back, I'll finish with a regular stitch. Chain one, move my stitch marker, and close normally. Now don't worry about this. If you bind off your Tunisian crochet, the gappiness will close up at the beginning. But now you can compare. So down here, this was Tunisian simple stitch, and now this is Tunisian reverse stitch. So we've got these bumps that we didn't have on the first side. And now on the back, so this was the Tunisian simple stitch. It's like really dense bumps. And now for the Tunisian reverse stitch, we still get some of these bumps, but now we have these bars in between also. So it does not look on the back the same as Tunisian simple stitch does on the front. So don't make the mistake of thinking that they're exactly opposite, because they're not. Okay, so that is how to do Tunisian reverse stitch. Happy crocheting!